purpose, profit, and a legacy. Kevin Allen, motivator, entrepreneur, marketing strategist, former athlete turned leader and creator, helping the vision for growth, branding, and elevating the mind. Kevin Allen will be our guest on episode 2 of the House Mama Show, Unity and Community podcast. Join us, led by Shannon Scott, as we explore the world of Kevin Allen. Tap in for the wisdom and the tools and bridge with community. YouTube channel, House Mama Unity and Community Podcast. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Enjoy this live episode. Feel free to comment and interact during the session.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2. I'm Shannon Scott. I'm the host of the House Mama podcast. I wanted to give a brief recap from last week, and then we're going to play a little recap video from last week, and then I get to introduce Kevin to everybody. So last week I did my little spiel, and we very briefly sat down with Marcus, which he's going to be on several other times. He has got a plethora of knowledge that clearly I firmly believe in, and he needs to get out. So he is going to set up the preview right now from the recap so everyone can join us on what happened last week, and then we'll hang out with Kevin. Enjoy the recap. Hello. Wow, we are really doing this, huh? Okay, I am Shannon. I am the host of the House Mama podcast. I wanted to give a little introduction about myself, about the podcast, and what my goals were for it. And then my producer, Marcus, is going to be coming on and sharing the rest of the session with me. This is going to be very awkward and uncomfortable for everybody. This is my first. Fell in love with learning about the human mind, mostly because I wanted to learn about myself. I really struggled with a lot of issues when I was younger, when I was in my teenage years, addiction through my early 20s, mental health issues clear through my 20s. And it's all exactly the same. Everybody has the same ending to their journey. It's just how they get there. And I have been very grateful to spend a lot of time with people that allowed me to be a part of their healing.
Wholeness and balanced love. Ashe.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back from the commercial.
Now you guys have a professional.
I'm gonna let you guys feel a little bit of what I do.
Yes.
I got my heart chakra singing bowl right here. So I'm gonna play a little bit of melodies of the heart chakra for you guys. Sold to an undercover back in 2014. And then I ended up going to prison for a year in 2017 for this pathway that I had. And when I went to prison, I already knew about 2 to 3 years of Reiki, meditation, chakras, things of that nature. And I brought that into the prison with me.
I recite the chakras and visit them weekly. So
you can book a holistic healing service, retreat, an event, register and tickets, my YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, my community link page, where you can take a look and discover different practitioners.
Hello. Caught me playing with my hair. That will happen frequently. All right, so that was the recap of last week. We see that I laugh a lot and I say a lot. We're working on those. Not the laughing a lot. That's going to always continue. So yeah, I definitely want to have Marcus on again. I can't say enough about him. I've learned a lot from him as well. So this week I have a very old friend of mine, Kevin Allen, on the show. I just found out this is his first podcast. I thought that he was, just schooled in every kind of social media. Well, I guess this is social media, but broadcasting. But apparently I get to be his very first podcast. So, all right, I want him to take up the majority of the time. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you all to my friend, Kevin Allen. Yay!
Oh, here I am.
I feel like we need like one of those explosive, like clapping, when people come on or something. Yeah. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, how's it going?
Oh, it's going. I literally, right as soon as we started, we made it. There it is. Yes. Don't excite me like that. Oh, I love it. The neighbor they came to see one of the 5 fundraisers.
Really, yeah.
Oh, I've got some people we can do that for.
There you go. I'll get that grand entrance.
Yeah, dude. All right. So I'm super excited to have you on. I've always had a lot of respect for you.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously I've known you for a long time. I've always watched your journey.
Yeah, you know me through the KA days.
Yeah, I about that too. And that's where I was trying to find that picture of us was under KA, but I still couldn't find that picture. Yeah. I'll never forget when you were like, I don't go by KA anymore. I was like, all right then.
Oh, see Madre. Hi, Mom.
Oh, hello. Oh, yay, Kevin. I love that. I love that support from your mom, man. That's important.
Oh, yeah.
Which really
gotta have it, man. Gotta have it.
About the man that you are. So
I appreciate it. And I just want to apologize to everybody in advance. Like I told Shannon and them earlier, I do have a little bit of a cold. So if you hear me randomly coughing throughout the episode, that's why I'm gonna try to keep it suppressed as much as possible. But if it comes out, I'm okay.
Honey, go get yourself
For sure.
So
For sure.
All right. I want you to tell me about your journey up to this point, as far as your career is, like your athletics, musician. Now you're an entrepreneur. You've taken your whole life and gone to Florida on a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what that looked like for you up to this point, including any like struggles. Because I've known you for a long time, so I know you were hitting roadblocks and hiccups. And my favorite thing about you, though, is your faith. You just never gave up and always had such a positive attitude.
And that's rough.
Yeah, it is. I know.
Yeah,
so give me that story.
Okay. All right. Well, first off, I was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio. I grew up playing sports. I got introduced to football at the age of 7. Something that, ironically, as much as I love football now, I hated football. When I was like 7 to 8 years old, my dad basically just forced me to play it. Mm-hmm. I did not want to be hit. I did not want to be participating in any of that. I was like, no, I don't want to do this. But, I grew to love the game. But I could say from an adult perspective, one thing that I am appreciative about playing football at an early age, I learned how to be a team player early. I learned the importance of discipline early. And I learned how to be a leader all from playing sports. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I continue to do throughout my life. Music kind of came from the left field. Like the first time I even did music, it really just surprised everybody because honestly, back in the days, me, my friend Arion, my friend OC, and my friend Brandon Harris, all we did on the back of the bus riding to school was just have a freestyle cipher. So, we didn't care anything about music. We was just having fun freestyling. And then when people met me in Lancaster, I already had that freestyle talent, So I used to freestyle at all the parties, freestyle in the bar scene. So everybody was like, oh man, you should do music. So I started off doing what we in faith call secular music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of violent music, a lot of cussing, a lot of, degrading style of music. And I don't know if you remember Eric Gillette.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember Eric? Okay. All right. So me and Eric was real close friends. He's actually who I started doing music with. That's the first studio I ever recorded in. But when I was there, I had like a vision that God gave me, and he showed me being like a world famous rapper, but I literally led everyone to hell. Like everything that I was producing to my music was all demonic. It was all negative energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't want no parts of this. Because at the end of the day, God called me at an early age. Like, you know what I'm saying? I came to God at age 9. However, I didn't really know what that meant until I got older, which I'll get into that. But yeah, so that vision, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I'm not going to do this. You know what? I'm going to start doing gospel rap. So I started a group with Eric called GFLS, which stands for God's Frontline Soldiers.
Yeah.
And I started doing gospel rap through there. And it actually started in your hometown in Lancaster, Ohio. That's the first time I've ever recorded, you know what I'm saying? First time I've ever did shows. Richie Conrad was the first person to give me a show. We did a show in Columbus. I think it was called Club Boma at the time. And then I started doing a lot of shows in Lancaster. You know what I'm saying? That's how I started getting familiar with all you guys and everything. But like doing the music, you know what I'm saying? And my mom used to always tell me the importance of, even though you're doing gospel music, you still need to understand what that actually means. It sounds good if you're just saying the words, but is your lifestyle reflecting what you're saying? Back then, absolutely not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would get on stage and, you know what I'm saying, rap my butt off and then be right in the crowd drinking, you know what I'm saying, have women that I would sleep with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I didn't really fully understand what it meant to walk in my purpose at that time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was always like, so like one way to describe me, like I'm a very passionate person. So like, you know, I was passionate about this, but stubborn at the same time. So the way I visualize it, it was just like, all right, God is like, hey, I need you to get out there. You're going to war. You're going to battle for me. And I'm hearing like, oh, it's a battle. Cool. Let me just grab my sword and just go out there and start slashing up everybody. The guy's like, I mean, you still need your helmet, brother. You still need your shield. You need your breastplate. Like we need to equip you. And I'm like, no, we don't need all that. Like, let me just go out on attack mode. And then you start getting attacked. You're like, God, help. I need some help. He's like, bro, you ain't got your armor on. Like you got, like, how you going to step into the battlefield without your armor? You know what I'm saying? So it took me a long time to like truly understand it. And honestly, I'm literally just now coming to that place of just like, I need to be fully prepared for everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? Moving to Florida has always been a childhood dream of mine. I've always wanted to be here. I fell in love with Disney World as a kid. I fell in love with the palm trees. Ironically, I never was huge on the beach until probably maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. And then I started feeling like the peace from the waters. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. So I always knew that I was going to move to Florida. The only thing that held me back over the years is I got in relationships with Ohio women that did not want to move. And I put that relationship first. Even though in those relationships, I wasn't the best man I could be. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely a cheater. I was definitely a manipulator, a liar. You know what I mean? So those are struggles that I had to embrace and change about myself up to this point right now. Mm-hmm. But you know, since I moved out here, you know what I'm saying, I've learned a lot. I've seen a lot. I've learned I need to develop different skill sets and like actually one of the jobs that I work right now outside of doing like entrepreneurship and business, I became a server on Clearwater Beach. What I learned out in Florida, like a lot of jobs out here and compared to Ohio, like we all work warehouse. I know you worked on the farm, but like my whole background is warehouse, factory work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to that type of stuff. So, you know, I've gotten to the position of being leadership supervisor there. But when you're doing those type of jobs, you know how to speak to your team and you know how to stay concealed. But when you came into Florida, like I started off doing door-to-door sales. So now I'm knocking on strangers' doors and speaking to strangers that I never talked to. And I'm a very like reserved and private person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't just speak to strangers. I don't just speak to people when they're out. Like, I'm not rude. Like, you know, if you say hi, I'm gonna say hi back, but I'm not gonna initiate a conversation because I keep to myself 99% of the time. But what God was showing me is like, these are skill sets I need to have. I need to be able to speak my truth and speak what I stand on. And I feel like, you know, me doing just simple jobs of doing the sales and speaking to strangers at my job right now, it prepared me to be able to speak to you guys now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because now that is open, now I'm comfortable with being on these type of platforms and actually talking, where before I would have been like, man, I don't really know if I really want to do this. Like, I don't know, this is for me.
Oh.
But yeah, but I'm truly grateful, truly blessed, you know. So it's still a long way to go. Like, but I'm breaking out of my shell over the last couple of years, so I am extremely happy for that.
Yeah, you struggled when you first got to Florida too. I remember you.
Yeah, absolutely.
New and, you know, finding jobs and you know, trying to follow your goals and your dreams.
Yeah, you know, so like when I made the move out here, like I was coming for one job. Like I got a solar job that was supposed to be in, I want to say it was Bradenton, Florida. And then literally the day that we packed up our stuff and started driving, they said that they were uprooting and leaving that area and was going, can't think of the city. It's by Fort Myers. But either way, it's like 3 hours further south.
Right.
And I'm like, no, we didn't agree on this, because at the time I made arrangements to move into like the Tampa region, Clearwater area.
Right.
And I was making plans for my girlfriend to find a job there. So I was like, I don't want to move further south. And one, I don't even know nothing about Florida. I was familiar with the Tampa area because I've been to that area a couple times, and I fell in love with it because it reminded me of Florida's version of Columbus. I think that's what I told like my family and my friends. I was like, you know, when I went to Tampa, that's the first time that I came to Florida and I didn't feel like I was on vacation. I feel like, oh, I can live here. Like, this literally just reminds me of my city, except for we got palm trees and better weather, and the beach is 30 minutes away. So it's like, it's a no-brainer. This is where I'm going to move at. But yeah, so that didn't end up working out. So I kind of just, you know, left it in God's hands. Like, I started door dashing immediately just to have income coming in. Try to apply for different jobs, but like, you know, like I said, I wasn't prepared for the way life is set up out here. You know, so I wasn't prepared for sales and commissions to be my only way of actually really making income, because like, and what's crazy is rent is so expensive out here, but like the warehouse out here, they pay like $14 an hour.
Yeah.
In comparisons of, you know, in Columbus or even Lancaster, like y'all's warehouses pay 18, 20, 25. So it's like, how is anybody surviving out here off that income? Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We actually lived out of a hotel for a year. It wasn't what we planned on. We tried applying for different apartments. At the time, my girlfriend's credit score was really good. Mine was on a decline because of prior stuff that happened. But no matter where we went, like, we could not get a place.
Yeah.
So like the first 2 days that we came here, we literally got a hotel in Clearwater Beach and said, we're just going to just take 2 days off just to enjoy Florida. Like, we're on vacation, but then we got to go on the ground and kind of figure out what we're going to do with our lives out here. And I prayed about it. We sat at Bob Evans, and I kind of just like Googled different little, what they call extended stays or whatever. And then we came across a place in Tampa called Wood Springs, which ended up being a major blessing because like we ended up developing a great relationship with them, and they looked out for us on so many occasions.
Nice.
But you know, so we lived there for a year. And then we was like, all right, we need a bigger space. So we've been established out here for a while, you know what I'm saying? We prayed about it, and God provided a house for us in Largo. So that's where we're currently residing, which is like 20 minutes outside of Tampa, about 10 minutes away from Clearwater Beach.
Nice.
Yeah, and then, you know, things have slowly started to fall in place from there.
Yep. Yeah, because you got the kids too. You got custody of your kids from Ohio, and yeah,
and that was crazy too, man. Because like, I don't want to go too much into details because I got respect for the boy's mom, so I don't want to be on here and shame her. But long story short, you know what I'm saying, it was a situation where she was basically keeping me from them. You know what I'm saying? Like I flew back to Ohio for one of my best friend's weddings. And during that time frame, I was trying to link up and spend time with my kids, and she literally denied me that access. And I told her, I was like, are you sure you want to go this route, man? Because if you go this route, everything's going to eventually fall into my lap because I'm literally doing everything the right way. And God is going to reward the fact that I'm doing it the right way, and you're going to lose everything. And well, here we are a year later, and I've had my kids for over a year now.
Yes.
Which has been a major struggle.
Yeah.
But a major blessing at the same time. There are some wild cards for sure.
Oh,
but I'm proud of the growth and the structure that they're starting to have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a blessed state right now.
Yeah, you really, really, truly are.
Mm-hmm.
Even a year ago when I was talking to you, and I remember in and out from when I wasn't well. But yeah, I remember, snippets of conversations with you where, and watching you go from the struggle to the victory.
Man.
And
then those two hurricanes that we got hit with too. Like, and it's like my kids have been here for a month, and then we got one of the biggest life-threatening hurricanes in the last 50 years that's literally hitting our front yard and put us out of work. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't know how we were going to pay rent. Like, it's crazy, man. But, God literally kept us through that. A lot of people don't know. I don't know if you remember the live that I made before the last hurricane, and I was speaking faith over fear.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes,
okay.
I do remember that.
All right. So, and that was like my first time talking. But even before I get to that, it was crazy is because I got my kids. So I was like, all right, that's a blessing. We got into this house. As soon as we got into this, I got my kids. One of my jobs I was working with is called Krabby Hideaways, just randomly shut down. Right. And I was like, okay, so I don't have a job right now. But they were a sister company of another company called Salty Crab, which is where I currently work at now.
Yeah.
So they brought me in, the owner, Laura Pumo. Shout out to Laura. Appreciate you.
Laura.
But yeah, they gave me the opportunity. But at that time, I'm like, bro, I don't have no income coming in. We still got bills to pay. We just moved into this house. We don't have no furniture. I got my kids. Like a few weeks later, we had a vehicle that we took over payments over a friend of ours, and she was way more behind on the payments that we expected. And even though we were making payments, we ended up getting our car repo. So I'm like, all right, so now I don't have a car. So now I don't know what we're doing. And then I'm starting to get into a rhythm of serving, which is a whole new world.
Yeah.
Literally a whole new world, especially like I spoken earlier, like I'm not somebody that's a people person. I know now, I'm all smiles but I had to work to get to this place.
Yeah.
This was not what I wake up and do every day. What I mean? This was a transformation. But yeah, what I'm saying? I started getting in the rhythm of job, and then we got the first hurricane to hit. I'm kind of panicking. Our electric is out. I think our power was out for like 5 days, and then during that week it was like 90 degrees every single day here. So all the food that we bought we had to throw out. If everybody is uncomfortable, it's just miserable. Like I'm there's so many nights that I probably only got like 1 hour of sleep because every 5 minutes I woke up and started fanning everybody for 5 minutes in each room just to keep them cool. And then I lay back down and try to get some rest. So, at this time, I'm praying. I'm like, God, what is going on, man? Like, why would you give me my kids, give me this home, give me this opportunity? And then we have these crazy hurricanes that's knocking everything out. We don't have no money. We don't have no food. We don't have anything. Like, I need an answer from you. You know what I'm saying? And when we talked, that's when he gave me that live. It was like, listen, now that I have your full attention, I need you to focus on me, because now I'm about to show you something. I'm about to show you that I have been in control all along, that I have been the one protecting you, that it's not your job that's providing for you. I'm providing for you. I am your provider. I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider. So I need you to focus on me and just do what I got to do and just walk in those steps. So I got on that live not knowing what I was going to say. I'm just like, okay, so what am I going to say here? And then I just started talking, and it just started flowing out, and God just started really just speaking through me like, listen, you got to have faith over fear. Like, we are not going to allow the world and this hurricane to make us be afraid of everything. That this hurricane is not going to take us out, because you seen the panic that was going on, and then I got voicemails on my phone and people was like, Kevin, you got to get out of there, you got kids, you guys are going to die, blah blah blah, and I'm trying to literally block out all that and just focus on what God did. And then, like, in that situation too, and this might be crazy for people to hear, but this is real. God literally had me walk probably like a quarter mile and just pray over my whole entire neighborhood. He said, walk out there. I want you to start from this end, and I want you to walk all the way down in this end, and I want you to put a protection prayer over this whole entire area. You do this, your whole area is going to be spared. And when it all was said and done, all we had was debris in our yard. There was no damage in our house. There was no lives taken in our area. Like, all we literally just had was debris in the yard. I was like, okay, thank you, God. Like, thank you for your protection. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, that was so, like, it was panicky, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was like, I can't have the kids be near any windows. I set up a bed in a closet for one of my sons, and another closet, another son's, and I'm just praying the whole entire time while these 150-mile-an-hour winds are just hitting our windows, and our house is fragile. Like, you know what I mean? Like any other time, everything is flattened and destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that right there was just showing me the power of his protection and why I needed to have faith. Because if I operated out of fear, I don't know what would have happened. But it was like, I'm going to operate out of faith. I'm going to trust you, Lord, that you have a plan for this. You have a plan for our life. I know you did not give me my kids just for everything to be taken away. Right. So there's a purpose and a reason for this.
Yes.
So
I remember talking to you at that point, and I don't remember the exact conversation, but I remember telling you that I could see you out walking and helping people.
Yep.
Yeah, I kept having that flashing through my head, and then you started these lives, and you're going to hit the hearts of so many people. You always have anyway.
Yeah.
But that was oh man, I remember that. I don't remember much from that point in time, but I remember that. I was nervous. No one could get a hold of you. I heard what I was writing down when you were talking. I heard, how bad do you want it? That's what I heard.
Exactly.
Well, when you were talking about that, and you were like, I couldn't figure out, and all I heard was, how bad do you want it?
Exactly.
So who's your biggest influence then? Because you clearly, I mean, I know you have your strong faith. And
I mean, I want to say I don't really have like a big influence. I'm influenced by anybody that is on their path. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention. I look at it like we can learn from everyone. You know what I'm saying? So I take the time to listen when people talk. I watch their actions. I watch what they're passionate about, what their beliefs are. And that always been a motivator for me. Right. Something that I know that always keeps me going is, like, I believe in my heart of hearts that I am the generational curse breaker of my family. Yes, and because of that, I can't allow myself, no matter how hard it gets, to be somebody that quits and just throws in the towel. Because my mom, my kids, my grandkids, future grandkids, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of them are going to be relying on me at the end of the day. And not that I'm just trying to take that weight on my shoulders. I've always known that was my role. I always knew there was a reason why I couldn't just blend in anywhere. You know what I mean? Because, like, and this is like, it's crazy just because, like, you know how confident I am talking now, you know what I'm saying, and everything, like, and I've always felt like an outcast my whole life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always felt like, even in the church, like, you know what I'm saying, even when I did gospel rap, I felt like I was like a stepchild to a family and was never really bought into the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always felt like I was treated like an outcast by people. I never would really fit into any environments. But then I got to the point of, all right, what is a reason for that? It's because I'm supposed to stand out. I'm supposed to use my voice. Like, I am supposed to be on the island over here, but I'm not alone because God is walking with me through this journey. So, and like how I feel now is like, bro, I don't even want to fit in nowhere. Like, I don't care to fit in anywhere. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm like, bro, if God is with me, then what am I worried about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because now I actually got guidance. So, and that just adds fuel to that fire now. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, okay, now I can hit this thing head on. Like, let's get it popping.
Yep. I love that.
Mhm.
I love that. A lot of that, you're going to learn a lot of that in serving too. What are you doing, Marcus? You coming in? Is that, oh no? Did you see that? Nope.
Yeah.
I didn't say hi or
Like,
something.
you're speaking through like, oh, I like this. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean? Yeah, serving will do that to you. I've served, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and I actually like it now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know like how long I'll be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I look at it like everything has a season, and I know God is going to move me to my next challenge. But in the meantime, it's like, all right, what can I learn from this? And then, excuse me. Here's a gem too. Like when I go to work every single day, I'm not there just to make money. I know I'm going to make money because at the end of the day, God is my provider. So he's going to take care of my needs regardless. But my job when I'm there is I want people to have not only a great experience.
Yes.
I want them to see that inner light through me, whether it's through my smile, whether it's through my kindness. Like I want them to, every time I come there, I want them to be like, yo, there's something different about Kevin that you just don't find everywhere. And I want them to know, like, that's God, because this is a transition. Like I wasn't this person. Like this glow that you seeing is him living through me. This is his shine. So I want to display that, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to show love. I want to show, you know what I'm saying, like peace to everyone. I want everyone to just be in a place of just an awe, like, all right, there's something different about this. I'm glad that I came here today. And then God can kind of water that. You know what I mean? I want to be like a seed that's planted, and then he comes and water it and then let it blossom. You know what I'm saying? So that's literally my mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell everybody God bless before they go. You know what I'm saying? I smile at everyone. I'm super friendly, super polite. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just because I want him to get the glory at the end of the day.
We call that alchemizing energy on this side. Yeah. When you're using, that light to work through you, that Christ consciousness. Yeah. And you're alchemizing that energy. You're putting it out to them, which it's then going to work in them and through them too. It's God, I love energy so much, but yeah, that's alchemizing for sure. And you definitely have that. I honestly had thought that you had been a server or something before.
No,
I never knew time.
Never. That's what I'm saying. Like, like it looks natural, but man, it took a lot to get here.
You're getting prepared to go out there and, start mingling and working with the public, doing what you do.
Yep.
Aside from
and I'm prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I said I feel like this job has prepared me to comfortably speak to people.
Yes.
Because that just lets me know that, God gives me platforms, just like this platform. He's giving me an opportunity to speak to you, speak to whoever views this, whether it's alive right now, whether it's a month down the road, or whether it's a year down the road, because we don't know how everything is going to happen. But he's giving me the opportunity to use my voice, and I just got to just walk in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? That's just where my mind is focused at right now.
All you have to do is show up. Yeah. It's like a trust fall.
Exactly.
You let go and you show up and you just keep showing up.
Amen.
And you've always done that, though. Always. As long as I've known you, you just have always shown up.
I appreciate that, for real.
Yeah.
Like I said, that it's a lot of work that went into that. You know what I'm saying? Like yes.
You're an excellent mentor for your kids and, your friends and anybody watching this.
I appreciate it.
I highly recommend anyone to follow your entire life path and utilize you, however they need to. So tell me your plans now. So what's without, giving too much of your future goals away. I like to keep a lot of stuff private. I know you do too.
Yeah. Because there's definitely stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes that I'm not allowed to talk about personally. But like right now, you know what I'm saying, just staying close to God's voice and just listening to where he wants me to go. I do different things on the internet. Like, as you see, I post what I call gems. And that's why I did the gym season, you know what I'm saying? And for the people listening, that's not gym as in gym. I know I'm a strong guy, but I'm talking gym as in jewels, so just dropping jewels, words of wisdom, things just to encourage people, just to help elevate the mind. Like I said, I'm somebody that struggled with insecurity for years. And I know a lot of people have gone through the same, you know what I'm saying? So I want to be that voice that just helps lift you up, you know what I'm saying? The people that are just sitting down, their head up, I want to be that reaching hand to pull you up onto your feet, dust you off, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, get back out there, bro. Like you have a whole life to live. You got a family that's dependent on you, man. You got a purpose and you got a journey that only you can do this. Like you don't know how many people are connected. Like think about this. Do you remember last year when you was like really being attacked?
Yeah.
So like imagine if you would have given in to those thoughts and you allowed this to take your life. You wouldn't be on this platform doing what you're doing right now.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's so many gems that's in people, but like they don't have the right people around them that's not just giving them encouragement, but giving them that push. Like, because like some people need that push. Some people need you to reach their hand out and just like, listen, like, I love you and I believe in you, but you got to love and believe in yourself. And once you do that, we can go work together. So like, you know, there's this people that God aligned in your life for a purpose.
Yes.
So when that happens, you got to move. Like you can't sit idle no more. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like with me, it's all going to stem down to helping people, whether that is if I start my own podcast, if that is me being on stage, being a motivational speaker across the nation. You know what I'm saying? It's all going to be boiled down to the same purpose. As far as like business, I do different things. Like I do social media marketing. So I'll manage your social media, create your reels, create your posts, run ads for you. I do video editing in my sleep. And I just like Marcus, I self-taught myself. Like I never took any video editing courses. Like I just edited one of my videos one day and I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, that's low-key fire right there. That's low-key fire. You know what I mean? So I started doing that I did that for my job. They was the first ones that gave me the opportunity to manage their socials and create reels and create posts for them. And then now I do that for different people. I do that for music artists. I do that for business owners. You know, so anything that can help your platform, help grow your social media, help grow your business, my hand's involved in that on the business side.
Motivate people. I love that. That was actually the one of the last things I wanted to talk with you about was how you inspire and motivate people with different backgrounds. And that's you're not only getting that through serving, you're also getting it through the other platforms that you work through. And I love that you said that about serving because the different characters that you run into. I keep looking down.
I believe Shannon came into my life. They're like, got me. That's awesome.
I love your mom. Every time I'm like, yeah, I want to hear how do you motivate people? Like, do you motivate people all, the same way, just based on your faith? Or do you like read these people individually, how they need motivation?
I mean, I have, everything's going to be faith-led regardless, because that's just who I am as a person. But everybody's different, so you got to deal with people and their own strengths.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So some people I can just give an inspiring word to and they're good to go. Some people you got to beat it in them until they finally get it. Like, like some people, they don't need me to say anything. They just need me to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some, like sometimes last night, like here's an example. When I got off of work last night, dead tired, not wanting to do, be around people, speak to people. My Uber driver, the moment I get in the car, he was like, "Can I ask you a question?" And I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, what's about to happen? and then he started pouring out all his emotions, all his pain that he's going through in his relationship. Like I can tell that he's like going through it, and he's just talking the whole ride home. When he pulls up to my house, we sit there for additional 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I let him talk. I only say a few words to him. And then afterwards, he shakes my hands like, I thank you for listening. Like, I really, really need it. And I understood at that moment. I was like, all right, this was designed because I was the listening ear that he needed. You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody that wasn't going to pass judgment on him. I'm somebody that was going to pray for the situation. I'm somebody that listened closely, give just the right amount of words that he needs to move on to his next step without overdoing it. Because like I said, he didn't need to hear a lot from me. He just needed to get it all out. He needed somebody that can listen, and then what I said was just enough. So, you know, his night went better after that conversation. Now, it wasn't expected, you know, man, I wasn't planning on doing that, but that's how things work, man. Like, some things just align like that. And I was like, it's ironic that this happens the night before the podcast. So it was like already setting the path. Like, you know what I mean? So
once you step into that calling and you understand it, it doesn't end. It's everywhere you go. Gas stations, like you said, your Uber driver, you know what I'm saying? It just, it's always teaching you something. Like you said earlier, you know, you can always learn. Maya Angelou is like she's probably my top writer, poet, influencer, but she said at best we are all teachers.
Yeah.
And you can even learn from the people that you're listening to while they speak, you know? Exactly. So yeah, I love that. I see you running that podcast. I see me coming to Florida. And
are you ready?
I see you, just like your mom said down there, that you're a leader. I see.
Thanks,
you.
Mom. I didn't even get a chance to see that. I love you, Mom.
You did. She said you're a leader, you know?
Hey, she's always instilled that, man. My mom taught me since I was a kid that you are the head, not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are the lender and not the borrower. Never live from the bottom. Like, you are meant to be here.
Good job, Mom.
And that's something that I believe, and I live my life according to that. Like, even if my circumstances don't fit that, I'm like, no, I am the head and not the tail. Yeah. So I'm not gonna live my life like I'm the follower. I'm the leader. Like, I'm the one that sets the standards. I'm the trendsetter. You know what I mean? So when you know that you are that, then you got a responsibility to make sure that the trend you set in is the right trend. Make sure that you are influencing people in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to when I remember I was telling you about the music. I said I can lead people through destruction and make everybody hate themselves, commit suicide, or I can try to give people a positive message.
Yes.
So my life right now, I want to make sure that I am displaying love. That I am displaying peace to people, and I am motivating people to not give up in their lives and dust themselves off and go out there and be the best version of them. Like, right now, I'm just obsessed with growth. Self-growth is what I'm obsessed with right now. Like, every single day, I'm spending time like, all right, what area can I work on? Like, God, show me, where am I lacking? Am I lacking in this area? Am I lacking in communication? All right, let's build my communication. Am I lacking my patience? All right, let's build my patience. Am I lacking my my love right now? Like, am I being too judgmental? All right, let's work on those situations. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to be the best version of myself. Like, at the end of the day, I don't compete with nobody. I'm not trying to be better than anybody. I just want to be better than I was yesterday.
No doubt.
And the next day.
Yep.
You know?
I love that. I love that. I'm so glad to have you on. I feel like sitting down, like having a conversation, like not even
for sure. And you know, what's crazy too is, like, you know, I didn't know what I was gonna say. I was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna say at all. Like, but I knew once the camera came on, I was like, all right, everything's just gonna flow.
And it
so,
does.
Like, I feel good, man, for this being my first podcast. I have no nerves right now. I feel happy. Just having a conversation, A and B.
I know, right? I feel a lot more calm since the first one too. My nerves I got them all out in the first one. I also freaked out with Marcus for about.
You still did good though.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? For you being like nervous, because, like, you know, we know you're nervous, but it's like, but we're not judging you. Like, we're just like the first episode was just more of like, yay, she's doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're just excited to see you walk in your purpose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then speaking of your struggle, speaking on things that you overcame in your life and where you're at right now.
Shoo. It's been a lot, but I'm the same.
Baby.
I watched everybody else, and what used to be my shadow, where I was, you know, jealous, and I was like, God, it turned into, okay, I'm not really jealous, but I want what they have. And I want to watch them because I want to see how they got that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get that confidence? How do you get that? You know what you want to do with your life? Like, that drive, that you're so sure of yourself. You're a good person. You know, those are the things that.
You know, and to even get to that level, I don't mean to cut you off, sweetie. To even get to that level, like, man, you gotta take L's in life, man. Like that, like I had to really get comfortable with losing. I had to understand that just because I lost, I'm not a loser. But losing is part of the growth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're just going out there winning all the time, especially when you just started, then like, it's not that you're not learning nothing, but it's just like you literally, I don't want to say this, like you literally, sorry, pardon me, I just lost my train of thought. I know that happens, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like you're not putting forth the same effort,
right,
as you would, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, I can half step this now because I'm going to win regardless. And
right.
then when life throws you a curveball and throws you adversity, you don't know how to handle adversity because you never took a loss before. But like me, I'm like, bro, I took L after L after L. So it's just like, okay, you know, now when it first happened, I used to do the why me, guy. Like, I don't understand why we catching L's right now, man. You said I got a purpose. You said I'm this, and none of this is looking like it in my life right now. But it's just like, no, you need to learn something from this, because once you learn from this, you're gonna grow. Like, you like take this L and this. So you now you know how to store this situation. Now you know how to handle this situation. And then when you're on these type of stages, you actually know how to address everybody, because people are going through all this. It may be their own version of it, but they're still going through it, and they're looking for people who's been through the fire and came out refined.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but you can't be afraid to go through the fire. You got to go through the fire.
Right.
Like if you want to be refined, you got to go through the fire. You just got to expect, like, all right, I'm on my path. Now what? Now what? Okay, that happened. All right, let's get back on the drawing board. How do we avoid this situation? Like, how can I better? What do I need to learn from the situation?
Yeah.
What are you trying to show me through this? Like, okay, all right, I learned that. Cool. Next level. Boom. Next step. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is just a video game, man. Like, you remember playing Mario back in the days, and every time you pass a level, the next level just gets harder and harder and harder. You die on the game a couple times. You come back, revive, and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Except for in this life, you die once you out of there. But you know what I'm saying? But you know, like life is going to get harder the closer you go. So it's just like you got to just embrace that. You got to know and just stay focused on your path. Like you have to just get to the point where, like I say, you got to come to almost an obsession that, no, I am obsessed with being the best version of myself. I'm obsessed with living out my purpose, man. Because, like, why else am I here?
Right.
What am I on earth for? Yeah. Like, because I've already lived my life. I already did all the partying. I already did all the other stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I've accomplished nothing doing that. Yep. So it's like, okay, that lets me know that there's more than life than that.
Yep.
Like, this can't just be the highlight, and a lot of people make that the highlight of their life, and then they literally leave nothing in this earth. Like, I want to leave a legacy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not a legacy for me, but you know what I'm saying? I want to know that what I did impacted everyone, and people are better because of that. You know what I'm saying? That they're on their path because of that. Like, it could be a word that I said. It can be just the way I live my life, just from whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever God has for me, you know what I'm saying? Because what I have going on today could be switched up tomorrow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I learned to be adaptable. You know what I'm saying? Because I get a lot of curveballs thrown my way. So now, a curveball is normal life to me now. I'm just like, all right, like, let's, whatever. You know what I mean? Cool. You got me.
He's going to luck out of
the you know, so, yeah, man. So, like, so you gotta become obsessed with being the better version of yourself, man. Yeah. And just, you know, ask God to show you your path, show you your purpose, and don't be afraid to walk in it, man. Because at the end of the day, and this is what faith really is moving, even though you don't see it happen, and trusting that He's going to align everything. Yes. Because the longest you're taking the steps forward, He's going to put the right people in your life, the right platforms, the right situations to elevate what you're doing.
Yes.
Like, that's faith. Is knowing that you're going to move regardless. You know what I'm saying? And that's the fire that's in me now. That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know. I used to be super doubtful about everything. I'm like, I don't know how this is going to work out, man. But now I'm like, nope, I trust you. I don't care what nobody's saying. I don't care what's going on. Okay, all that happened right now? Cool. Guess what? I'm still moving forward because nobody's stopping what God has for me, period.
Yep. End of story. Marcus Rocker Ball. Oh. No, that's cool.
Yeah, you see that curveball? You know what I'm saying? We kept it going.
No, people can't. Nothing can alter what's for you. The only thing that would step in the way is if you needed to learn a lesson to make you stronger. And that's all it is.
Yeah.
Being able to look at those curveballs and those losses as, learning tools or stepping stools.
And that's key. That's key. It's accepting the lesson as a learning tool and not as you're a loser.
Yep.
You know, because when you catch L, especially if it's publicly, the world's gonna identify you as a loser. But you gotta just hold it in your mind, like, no, I'm not a loser. I made a mistake. I messed up right here. But guess where we're at right now because of it.
Yep.
And then, and if you stumble again, get yourself back up, bro. Like expect to stumble. Expect roadblocks to be in the way. Expect to be walking like, whoa,
Yeah.
what just happened? What just happened? But all right. We good. We clean. We still clean out here. All right. So I do what we gotta do.
I look forward to them now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
there's
for sure.
something that I need to know.
You embraced it. You embraced it, and that's important.
Break me down, please. Break me down, because I don't want to be who I was anymore.
Exactly.
And I don't know how to be who I'm supposed to be next. So break me down and show me. If I need, you know, I'm a visual learner, so God likes to give me things right in front of my face.
Yeah.
For me to learn. So
I'm the same way too. I'm a visual, hands-on learner. So for sure.
Yep. All right.
Fearless, baby.
I know. I love that, faith over fear. I say that all the time now. I love it. I love it because it's so true. Yeah. It's so true. The only thing that fear feeds off of is your lack of faith.
Yep.
So
that's fine. That's a gym season. Say it one more time, Shannon. Say it one more time, Shannon.
Jam season. I love it. I'm like, it reminds me of Hayden, my 16-year-old, when you were with wow, how did I already forget the name? God's Frontline Soldiers. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
He would play that CD over and over and over again. Like, he got down too.
Oh yeah.
That was good music. It was good music.
My mom, gym season.
Yeah. I love her, man. All right. What do you want to close out with?
I'll just say, first of all, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Keep following the movement. Keep tuning in to Shannon Scott and the House Mama podcast. It's going to be lots of gems on here each week. It's going to be a new story, different perspectives, but everybody is coming together collectively to spread love. I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity. Like I said, I'm new to this. This isn't something that I do, but I'm going to be obedient. I know that God wants to use my voice. Continue to walk in your path. If you don't know what your path is, like I said, don't be afraid to come to God. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and just trust that He's going to align you and put the right people in your life, because He's going to do that. Like, this is living proof that God is real. This is living proof that alignment is real, and He loves you. God bless y'all.
Thank you, Kevin.
Of course.
Again, you have big things coming, though. You already know that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know for a fact. I've seen it.
Thank you. I'm ready to walk in it.
I'm grateful for you, man. I'm grateful for you coming on. I'm grateful for you.
Grateful for you having me, man. And, you know, saying, like I said, just excited. And, you know, I just love seeing this, especially like knowing our history, you know what I'm saying? Like knowing us being from an era of just constant partying and just literally wasting our life to like, who would have thought back in 2010 that we'd be doing this?
Yes. Wait, Marcus, do you have that picture? You pop that picture on?
Wait, when I have my little dreads.
I don't know how this works. Can he hear me?
I think he can.
I think he can, yeah. Because there was that picture of us from, I think, 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
And we were
Jesse Holmes' house.
Party. Yeah, that was Jesse Holmes' house.
Yep.
Yeah, we were at a house party. He doesn't have the picture. That's okay. It was in the beginning reel. It was one of the last.
Yeah, there's a picture of me and Shannon.
Yeah, we were drinking that day. We had been.
Oh yeah. I was definitely drinking. So
yeah, man, has been a long.
Been a long journey, but like, man, it's just exciting. It's exciting, you know, saying just to see our growth. Yes. Like that's something that, you know, the world didn't know that past that part of us, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and there's so many people that got paths like that. Like, you know, there's a lot of people has lived that life, and then everybody's still searching. They're like, the searching is like, all right, I've done this, but I literally feel like I'm wasting my time. So there has to be something more.
Yep.
You know, and that's God drawing you out. Like, all right, you listening now? Hey, let me get you closer. Got your ears? All right, cool. Now let me drop some gems in your ears.
In 2015, we were half listening. You know, you had GFLS and I had a nonprofit organization. So we were halfway there.
Yeah. Half, like, let's say halfway listening, and then, like I said, just me not doing like so. I feel like, man, like, especially when it comes to faith, man, like you gotta build those muscles like you do in the gym. You know what I'm saying? If I work out this year and I stop working out for 4 years and I try to go in the gym and lift the same weight, I'm not going to lift the same weight because I did nothing to build my strength over these years. So it's like now, like, whatever your path is, like, you have to be consistent on it and just keep working at it. Like, if you're gonna meet these platforms, you know what I'm saying, like, whatever your belief is, like, build on that belief, build on your speaking ability, build on your structure, like, you know what I'm saying, because it's only going to make everything better. Like consistency is the key to life. The more consistent that you are on things, the better things is going to come and it's going to flourish. You know what I'm saying? If you half step it, you're going to get half stepping results every single time.
Yep.
And that's a lesson learned right there, because I used to half step all the time.
Same.
Yep.
I'm grateful for you, man.
What you say? You are an inspiration. Thank you.
No, Mama. I love that. I love it. That's great. I'm that kind of mom. I'm like, woo, like a cheerleader.
Yeah, that's good. That's the best moms, man, because like it goes a long way. Like we need that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 39 now, and every time my mom does stuff like that, it makes me feel like I'm 5 years old again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting on her lap, like, thanks, Mom, I love you. You know what I mean? Like, for real. So it's like I highly appreciate my mom, man. Like that woman is a major impact in my life. Like, she has been a blessing from birth. I know she always said that I was her gift, but she's my gift as well. Yeah. So it works both ways. But yeah, like just having somebody that consistently speaks love into you is necessary. You know what I'm saying? So if people haven't experienced that as a parent, like, love you too, Mom. If you haven't experienced that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad for the people that didn't grow up like that, but you be that for your kids. You be that for your friends. You be that for your peoples. You be that voice of love, because we need that. That's
what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
The magic number. 41 over here. All right.
Yeah, I'll be 40 in May.
Oh yeah, just wait. No, it actually
still got the baby face though. You know. You know, it's crazy is everybody still thinks I'm like 25, 26.
You do look younger. Yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, you also take really good care of your physical body.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you know, it's like, ever since I moved to Florida, I started doing skincare routines. Like, I was like, nah, we on our pretty boy gang. You know what I mean? Like,
man, that's your vessel. That's what's going to carry you through this life.
Exactly.
A lot of people that are going to be on talking about nutrition and taking care of, their physical body. Obviously, that's what saved my life over the past year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, health is wealth, man.
Yeah.
Like, the older you get, you got to take care of your health. Like, and like, I was looking at a picture that was saying, like, people that was like 45 now in comparison to like 45 like in the 1960s, and back then they looked like they were like 60 years old at age 45, and we all got this glow about it. So it's like, yeah, because we're taking care of ourselves. Like, we're drinking water, we're eating better, we're going out on walks, we're working on our peace of mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all that goes a long way. Like, mental health is a thing. Like, you got to take care of the mind too, because this the main thing that the devil attacks is your mind. So like, the stronger that this is, the rest of your foundation follows. So you keep your mind strong, you keep your body strong, you keep your health strong, your life is just going to glow.
Yep. Oh, yay.
So I'm literally going
do it. Replace that sugar.
There you go. There you go. And drink lots of water. Lots of water.
With electrolytes.
There you go.
All right, Kevin. I'm shoving you off now. I'm going to have you again. A lot.
Hey, whenever you're ready, just let me know.
Huh?
Say whenever you're ready, just let me know.
Whenever you're ready again. I want to have you on as much as humanly possible. I want you to be a household name, and I want to watch your journey, because I know it's about to get even more explosive for you.
Thank you.
So thanks for being on. I love you.
Love you too, sweetie.
All right.
God bless y'all.
All right, guys. I'm going to give a real quick recap, or not recap. I don't know why I said recap. End cap. Is that a thing? I love Kevin. He's always been a huge inspiration for me. I love his faith over fear. Fear is only driven by your lack of faith, and I completely stand in that. There's no darkness, no anything that can get to you if you have that faith and you know that you're protected and taken care of. That's so important. I love how he said that he listens with the intent to hear. That's something I really promote, because most people are listening from their wounded self, and they're listening for the intent to respond. And typically they're wanting to respond from their shadow and their wounded self. So to have someone that actually just sits and listens to you with the intention of actually hearing you and hearing where your pain is coming from is extremely important. We really don't have enough of that. He said, this is terrible, huh? Oh, geez. I don't even know my own notes. This is really terrible. Anyway, so I love Kevin's perseverance. He's been through a lot. And like he said, he took a lot of losses, and I watched those losses as his friend. On this half, I watched his struggles. And like I said, he's always had an incredible glow about him. He has always had that light in him. He just needed to learn how to do that public speaking through, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She said, faith activates God and fear activates the devil. You choose. And that is 100% correct. Nothing can get to you if you literally know how protected and loved you really are. You're typically fighting against your own shadows at the end of the day. So I love Kevin's perseverance. I love especially his story about going to Florida. He, living in a hotel, and I remember him getting a hold of me, and I was getting a hold of my own friends in Florida trying to help him find, a job. And he just kept going. He knew that's what he wanted. How bad do you want it? And he stuck it out. And now, things are starting to build for him because he proved how bad he wanted it. And, at the end of the day, that's a huge hurdle for us to get over, is how bad do you want what you can see yourself doing? It is terrifying to step into something brand new, but brand new is what takes you out of your comfort zone. And when you have that faith that it's going to pan out and it's going to work out because, God is real, man, it's a beautiful process. It's beautiful growth. So, all right. Well, I think that is about all I have got for today. I am going to end this. Next week, I get to sit down with, and just wait for these pictures, okay? Next week, I get to sit down with an old friend of mine from Italy. I used to live in Milan, Italy, when 1997 and 1998. And I have one of my friends on that I actually met in Italy. Her name is Lee Martinelli, and I'm grateful for you always. So we are going to be talking about her journey. Growing up overseas is never an easy thing. And then, how we have reconnected at this point. And she's got a very beautiful story. So yeah, next Wednesday, I'll have Lee Martinelli on. And again, I want to thank Kevin. And thank you guys for tuning in for episode dos. And we will see you next week for episode 3. If no one told you guys today, I love you. We're all just walking each other home. See ya.
(2023) Mother Gaia, third dimensional planet, ascending. Thank you from the Sacred Light Broadcast Network and Sacred Light Productions for tapping in and tuning in to all live and replay content, holistic, conscious, for your empowerment. Tap in to the Christ light within. Please like, share, and subscribe, And remember that you are the one that you have been looking for. Enjoy this content. If you would like to collaborate or receive production through myself, Marcus Crystolite, direct message or email me at marcustut23@gmail.com to discuss details. Wholeness and balanced love. Ashe.